Deconverted man here. Let's do some logic on politics. So this person, Ally Nishar, has tweeted out to everyone defending the MAGA kids in this video. The man walked up to them because they were dumb enough to crash what was an indigenous people's rally to begin with. They were being shit disturbers and thought they could get away with it. You're pathetic if you defend them. So, what logical fallacy is being performed here? It's right at the end there. You're pathetic if you defend them. That is poisoning of the well. So, any defense, any debate, any nuance, anything that you want to bring to the discussion is automatically shut down because you're pathetic. Now, maybe you're not defending the kids. Maybe you're just saying, well, look, there's a context to the video. Because if you watch the entire video that he's talking about, there's a broader context. Yeah, he approaches them. He didn't have to do that. Okay, maybe they crashed the thing. Maybe they didn't. That doesn't really change the fact that he decided to go up to them, not the other way around. Could have just ignored them. That would have been a response. But that, whether you agree or disagree with what happened, and it is bad logic to say, well, if you defend the kids, you're pathetic, or whatever word that you want to use, because it's just poisoning the well. Now, the video in question has been going around, and it's basically, there was these kids wearing MAGA hats, and apparently they were at some sort of deal with indigenous people. Maybe I'm really not sure on the full context, but at any rate, the guy came up to them and got in their face and was drumming and singing and whatever, and they were just basically standing there, and you know once confronted, they kind of they stood their ground and they chanted at him and so on and so forth. But a lot of places are twisting this to, oh, look how the kids surrounded this guy and stuff like that. So they're reporting incorrectly about what happened. What matters is the facts. First, let's get the facts straight. Then let's talk about the politics. So I just said, well, facts. What are those? What uh you know this is the thing, is like, whatever side of any discussion you're on, and then you add politics into the mix. Fine, great, wonderful. Different people have different viewpoints on what should or shouldn't be done, and how things could or couldn't be, and what's good for the country or not. And at the end of the day, all of talking about those things really isn't going to change things, or you have to vote to change things, and even then, it's very difficult to get things changed. But we like to talk about those things. Fine, great. You can be civil about it, but just use the facts and then use good logic. When you don't do that, you run off the rails, and it is a poisoning of the well. And it just strikes me that this is a symptom of a broader problem that I've seen. That people are doing within politics as well as without, where they feel that making a poisoning of the well statement is a good argument or a good defense. So you're all racist if you voted for Trump, or all the things that Trump does is racist. Like, what is it? What I mean, it's kind of crazy. Um, okay, I do want to switch gears because that's really all I had to say about the politics. But there's another thing that has come to my attention that I do think I need to talk about. So I wanted to talk about that too. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, so that should be yeah. Okay, so S.J. Thompson, which I mean, I'll debate her, but I don't, I disagree with her, and she's very much a typical apologist. In that there's really weak defenses given, I think, but whatever. It doesn't. I totally disagree with her on the spiritual stuff and God stuff. But she tweeted out that her employer is getting anonymous emails about her social media over the past few years. And I'm not okay with that. Look, you can disagree with S.J. Thompson all you want on every topic all day long. She puts it on Twitter, disagree with it on Twitter. She puts it in her blog, you can comment on her blog, and or you can even make your own blog and respond in that way, or you can make a video about it. Okay? She puts a thing on YouTube, respond on YouTube. Don't go after somebody at their employment or their home or school or in real life or whatever. It's one thing to say, look, I'm going to challenge you to a debate in real life. Okay, fine. But don't you dare email their employer about whatever the hell it is, because that's none of your fucking business. And you need to not do that. It's not okay to do. And if I see you doing it, and if I find out you're doing it, I'm gonna come down hard on you. And then the other thing is, it's gonna be used against you. If you don't think that it's never gonna be used against you, you're a moron. And once you weaponize that, oh well, you said and I don't like that. I'm gonna tell your employer because you're a tattletale. Now look, leave them alone. Okay, and this goes just beyond SJ, because other people this has happened. People have doxed the kid in the video I was just talking about with the mega hats, because it's okay to dox kids. It's okay to dox people that on Twitter, mind you, because we don't like what they did. No, it's not okay to dox anyone ever, period. It's not your job. It's not your responsibility. It's not your moral authority or anything like that. You can block them, you can mute them, you can report them to Twitter, YouTube, or wherever you might find them, but you leave their real life out of it. If there's been a crime and that okay, then you call the police and you let them deal with it. And you let the police, contact their work or whatever, if that's going to be what happens. But you don't take justice into your own hands. You don't take it to their personal stuff. You leave that out of it. Even, well, but you do this job, and you're a school teacher or whatever, and doesn't matter. Whatever it is, not your place. And this nonsense needs to stop. So very irritated about that. Okay. All right. So there you go. I guess I talked about the poisoning of the well in politics, and I talked about this other thing that's not related to politics, but is still something that I'm irritated at. And look about the whole kids and the protest or whatever. Everyone's protesting everything these days, and I can't care anymore about who's protesting what. So I'm not on the side of the kids or the guy or anybody like that. I am only on the side of facts. Show the whole context of the video. Talk about the entire thing. Who came to who? Well, he came to them. Okay, should he have done that? Whatever. I don't know. Who's right? Oh, I don't. Can you protest something? Yeah, you can protest whatever you want. Or maybe they were just there to chill out. Who knows? Maybe they weren't there to protest. I don't know. Who knows? Unless you ask, you won't find out. But doxing these kids or whatever, it doesn't matter what their age is, by the way. But people are calling them kids, so that's why I'm calling them kids. Okay. Doesn't matter. You shouldn't dox people. You shouldn't go after people at their work. It's just not nuts. Um, you know. So, anyways, let's see what chat says here. The only problem was between a small group of men harassing school kids. BHI, I don't know what BHI means. Bull. I don't know. You gotta tell me what that is. The young man did nothing wrong. The vet was only putting himself between the kids and the older men. Older men being racist, black, Hebrew, Israelites. I'd want proof of that being true. Um, but yeah, the video, like I said, the full video of the kids and the everything that went down. I only know about it because it was covered by somebody I watched, and I tweeted out the video that did that. Um, so my issue there was that people on Twitter doxed one of the guys, one of the younger people in the video, and and they did it on Twitter. And it's like, this is just after my Twitter experiment. So it's like, it's okay to dox people, you know. So, but it's not okay to to say that somebody might be a guy or a girl as part of a social experiment. So whatever. I don't know. What's this other? This is the full video, I guess. Oh no, this is Cult of Dusty covered this as well. Okay, yeah, I mean, but a number of people have covered this. So yeah, um, you know, just the whole video is what the that's what you analyze. You want to pick it apart and you want to make an argument for whatever it is you want to make an argument. You have to have the entire context. Why were these kids here? What was going on? Did they go there? Do we know what their intended purpose was? Or are we just speculating? Let's make that clear. Um, do we know why the other guys are there? The one person suggested that they're racist or whatever. Okay, is there proof of this? You know, so whatever the thing is, you have to have all of that as part of your argumentation. And obviously, that's too long to put on Twitter. It's going to have to be a video or an essay or a blog or whatever. It's gonna take time to make your argument. Make the best argument that you can make by using facts and logic. That's what matters. Um, and that's all. That's all that matters in the end. Is if you have the facts and you have that matters almost more than having a decent argument. But having a decent argument will be good if you along with the facts because you need to point people to the facts using the good argument. And I mean, the video that I saw that talked about it, he did paint with sort of a broad brush in that video. Leftist this and left. It's like I don't like when people do that because it's however many. It's a very vocal minority that's doing this. So the people that are doing that are saying whatever it is, that's who you say is a problem, and give examples if you want to talk about your opponent at all. But if you're making an argument they did nothing wrong, then show that they did nothing wrong. What their intent was in going there, what they were doing there, all that. And you might not know. All we have to go on is a little bit of a video. So Did anybody ask them why they came there or what they were doing or what they hoped to accomplish? Did anybody talk to anybody there? Let's talk to both sides, get everybody's story, find out what's going on, or at least closer to what's going on. And then when you have all that data, then make your argument. But don't go be like, oh, if you side with this side or that side, then you're an idiot. Well, okay, well you've just proven that you're an idiot because you just used a logical fallacy. So now what? Anyways, so I wanted to talk a little bit about that poisoning of the well because I saw it on Twitter and just bothered me, and also kind of goes hand in hand with the thing that I did before. It's like, yeah, it's okay to dox people on Twitter, and then the S3 thing again. Don't be messing with people's work and or home or whatever. That's just not right. And we need to stop whoever it is that's out there that's doing it. We need to not bring justice into our hands. Bring it to court. That's where it belongs. All right. I think that's it. All right. Thanks for joining in. Danny Splits, William McRae, Purple Runs as Orange, etc. Anyone else listening later on, if you have thoughts that you want to share, post them in the comment section below. And that's all I got for you now. Still working on trying to get a debate or fake debates thing done. And as far as a real debate goes, well, that kind of fell through. So I don't know what's going on. It's almost like Christians don't have an argument or something at this point. They keep dodging me for debates. Like it's almost like they're afraid or something. I don't know. All right, that's it. I'm gonna do the fin, and good night, good day, whatever it is. Use logic and reason.